Right. Well, for those of you who've been paying attention, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, so this stream, I basically made a program that detects swearing, and you can watch summaries and intro, like the first maybe 30 minutes, or skim through for the first 30 minutes where I open up Microsoft Paint and MS Paint and explain the whole process. But basically, we're detecting swearing, and the program currently works, and it automatically bleeps you out. Works great. Of course, there's a few words. Sometimes it misses a few words here and there, and there's a disclaimer of the program that says, "Hey, if it doesn't catch all of them, you used it. You take the risk of it possibly not working." Um, and I know that that can be upgraded later. It's using a pre-trained AI model that transcribes words for me, and instead of just using a normal transcriber that does chunks of sentences, I need the start and finish word. If I say, for educational purposes, fuck, I need to know what timestamp in this stream that I started saying the word, the first timestamp, and the end timestamp of that word. So, in this pre-trained model does that. Instead of most of them that work, they just take several words of a sentence and then give the timestamp of that sentence and not each word, the start and finish of each word. Um, so I've contemplated meshing those two together. That's not what this stream's about. This stream is about threading. So right now, this program takes about, if based on me testing with a minute long video, about 20-minute video, and an hour and 10-minute video, so 70 minutes. Um, Processing time can be up to 1.25, so like 1.25 to 1.5 times the time of the actual video. So if you have a minute long video, it can take up to a minute and a half maximum. Or if you have an hour and 10-minute video, it could take up to what? My brain's not working today. 105 minutes, which is an hour and 3/4, basically 3/4. So, I mean, in all seriousness, for someone who doesn't have to go through and edit the video, it's pretty nice. I mean, you can just let it run in the background and just leave your computer on and walk away or play a game or whatever. But if you're anything like me and you stay up late and, you really don't want to leave your desktop on with the RGB. As you can see, my bed's behind me and the screen's facing towards it. Yes, you could relocate your computer and whatever, but realistically, if you run this program enough, as it is right now in version 2, it's gonna eventually just eat up so much power, and you're waiting, for an hour-long video. You're now taking, a lot longer to do stuff that you don't have to. Long story short, I'm threading processes. Um, so to, okay, what's going on here? I'm going to stop and restart the stream really quick. Hold on. Okay, it should relink or made a new one. I'm not sure. Uh, Checking my software shenanigans. Okay, well I cannot see my stream, so chat, so that's great. Um, okay, that's not great. Okay, I had to manually refresh it in the tab. Well, that's weird. Um, okay. Anyways, I'm not sure if the previous stream linked to this one, but let's assume it did. So, assuming it didn't, go back and watch that one from today. Um, but right now, I'm doing multi-threading for my swearing program. And let's do a little demonstration of what I plan on doing for multi-threading. So let's switch back to this. Very nice. Sorry for the flashbang. So, right now, this is the general process of the program. So, we got your start. It's using Comic Sans because funny. Um, Just gonna have to bear with me for a minute. Seriously. Okay, cringe. So this is how the program's working right now. Pretty straightforward. Um, so you start the program, and it gets the basically you have to manually at the moment enter in the name of the video that you want to edit. And I did that because you might have multiple videos in this folder, and you don't want it to assume that it wants to edit all of them, because if there's already a old pre-edited video, then you just wasted time and now have to stop the process. So makes sense to me. So you start the program, you get the name of the video, and the program then converts the video into audio, and there also does converts that audio into mono channel, but same shenanigans. And then from there, it converts the audio into a transcribed thing, script basically. It's a script, not a program script, but an output text file, so that I can debug it later if I feel like it. You can scroll through to see if it missed certain words. It's for personal debug. I can technically just forego that and just pass along the data via a array or something, but you know, it's alright. But from there, it takes the output.txt file and then runs a filter through it, which it just looks for every swear word, slur, whatever. And again, disclaimer, in this stream, if you see any curse words, slurs, etc., more than likely it is because it is designed in this program to search for those words, thus if you need to try and get rid of a word, you need to try and see the word. So that word is those choice words and slurs are currently being hard coded into this program. I could extend that out to a text file so you can manually add words later on, but that's an easy tweak later down the line and upgrade if I feel like it. But I digress. But the filter goes through this output.txt file looking for swear words, and like I said, when it transcribes and finds any word, it just saves the start and finish time. And again, why this just doesn't simply just record, um, swear words, and I have to do this separately, is because I want to see the whole sentence when debugging, and so I want to see the start and end time of every word, so that I can see maybe a swear word was not caught, and so I want to see the sentence that was in and what words it did pick up confidently, because maybe sometimes it mushed two words together, and probably should have filtered it out better or something like that, etc. But I digress. It's just helpful for debugging. So after it filters out the output.txt file for swear words, like I said, it records the start and end time of every single word. So once a swear word is found, the program will automatically, via that text file, store the start and end time of that swear word, and then it will begin to edit the video. Basically, it just iterates through that array, gets the start time of a swear word, the end time of a swear word, and in that same array, I have the swear word that was used for, again, my own debugging purposes. It's not technically required, but helps me. I can remove that later for further optimization. Um, but leaving it in there at the moment doesn't seem to slow things down too much. And then finally, it just saves the video file and exits. What I want it to do is that this big boy right here that's an arrow. This big boy right here takes a lot of time. This, very fast. This is fine. This is also a bit slow, but I'm not really sure how to optimize this better. So let's just put a squiggle here. Um, And editing, oh my goodness, it takes a while. But I'm gonna put a squiggle here for now. So that's kind of the nature of the beast, like, ripping the audio from the video, it's gonna take time. That's just what it is, and then, editing the video, if it's a long video, it's a long video. It's gonna take a while to edit. That makes sense. Um, but I can fix, how long it takes to transcribe, because for example, in my minute-long video test, versus the 20-minute and an hour, is that for the hour one it took about 30 minutes or so. It took about half the time of that whole process maybe to basically transcribe all the words that was ever said in that video. That's not great. Just saying. So in order to fix this, when you take a look at the minute long snippet that I had filtered through, that takes about, I don't know, a minute and 40 some odd seconds maybe total for this whole process that I'm showing on screen right now from start to finish. But transcribing again took about half that time. So if I had a 20-minute video and I just basically broke it up into, minute segments, just ran all those minute segments at the same time, so thread them, um, and from there, just at the end, just compiled all of the things that would normally out to it, the output.txt, then I can simply just have an array of all the information that would normally be stored at output.txt, just splice that all together, and then just run that through the filter, versus having one program transcribe, that 20-minute video or hour-long video. But basically, I'm optimizing the time used right here. So my plan is to, let's get rid of some of this, is that what I plan to do is, like I said, if I can split this into smaller individual tasks, individual audio clips, because that's what it does. Like I said, it converts the video into audio. If I can convert it, let's say to 4. Let's say it's a 4-minute video. But I'll have for now, I'm gonna have like a predetermined number and just say, hey, take the video length, divide it by X number. I can change it later, you know. So let's say it splits it up into 4, and let's then from there, uh, make it transcribe. I'm very good speller. Dadgummit. Yes, transcribe perfection. Basically, all these processes will be running at the same time, so being threaded. And boom, 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 and boom. Hey, Victor. I'm optimizing swearing processing. Or how to catch a swear more accurately. Um, yes, it'll take all of these. Let's make you a circle. Yes, my daily dose of Nick. What would you do without me? Um, but yes. So instead of just ramming through the whole video by this, you just split this main video up into several sections, have all of these transcribe each audio section, and then basically all of these smaller output.txt files will then be put into one main one, and then go here. And of course this is cut off. But basically whatever time it normally takes to transcribe here should theoretically be divided by how many subtasks I make, plus the additional time it takes to stitch all of them together. But I have a very strong feeling that the stitching is not gonna matter too much at all. Compared to the time that it normally takes to transcribe something. At least that's the hope. It might be the same time that it would take for a minute long clip, but these longer, 20-minute long clips and hour long videos and stuff like that, that's what I'm shooting for. Because I'd like to crank out, like, daily videos or something. People might not watch them, people might not care, shorts, whatever. But, the less time that it takes for the whole program to run, the more likely of a chance that I'll crank out content. Because now I'm not sitting here at, 1 a.m. as long waiting for this to finish. Now to the coding. So let me explain what I got working right here thus far. After I back this up, back it up. Cool. Okay. So I am in this thing here. I'm basically simulating, let's see here, basically this section of the program. Because I don't know how many swear words I'm going to say and how many swear words are going to be captured. Um, and let me take a step back from when I was explaining this whole process. Eventually, in the future, what I'd like to do is I'd like to make additional video clips or audio clips that are right in between these splices of audio, um, which will also be transcribed, um, respectively. Come on, buddy. There we go. Yeah, basically, the reason that I want these in-betweeners, if you will, is because there's a small chance that I might say a swear word in between one of these splits, and if I do, my program's not going to detect that. So, if I make 4 subsections, then there's going to be 3 splits. So I'm going to want to put, let's say there's a 5-second before the split, 5-second after the split audio clip, just to make sure that, I don't say a bad word in between here and there. And the reason I did 5 seconds is, well, this is again a future thing, but if I did, I'd like to do 5 seconds if possible, assuming, I don't swear any less than that in the first few seconds of the video, which of course I could scale it accordingly if need be with this size. Or just make it a second, who knows? Um, Basically, I just should, in theory, in the future, prevent missing swear words in between. But I can't do that until this main thing is working. So, yeah. So, now I can explain the code. So basically what this simulates is, like I was saying before, this process of I don't know how many swear words I'm going to be saying in between, you know, start and finish of this clip. And so let's say the transcribing program has just run. So normally what happens, and I had to step through here, prepare for some swear words probably, as in on the screen, is that my program, when you first run it, and originally I'm naming this, first run, second run first, run second, because it was originally 2 programs. Which need to change the names later, but doesn't matter. First part of the program is transcribing. The second part of the program is detecting swearing. Um, so technically speaking, you could draw a dotted line through right here. I can do that. Between the first and the second parts of the program. So technically still applies. Um, because I'm just splitting transcription. Um, but basically, when you run a transcript, ba, 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 it'll go here and it'll transcribe everything for you. So, yeah. Nothing too crazy. So, theoretically, if I were to go this route, I'm going to need to first split up the audio into multiple chunks and make sure that it's mono channel. That's just a term of saying that the right and the left earbuds or speakers would match if you were wearing a headset. To shorten the, summary, um, because some audio clips don't, or audio, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, basically prep the audio for each chunk, and then run each of these chunks through the transcriber. Um, so I would need to basically thread this right here, um, and make the audio chunks between here and here. Um, and then have multiple output.txt files from, and again, yes, I could forego that completely, but this is helping me debug, alright? So, from there, I will, if this was a proper presentation, I'd be practicing what I'm saying right now a lot better, instead of just floundering around looking, but, anyways, I need to stop saying, transcribe to bleeps. So basically, after it transcribes, it will do transcript to bleeps, and that is located here. So what it does is, like I said, it takes the output.txt file, and again, realistically, I could pass the parameter of the data from output.txt into here, instead of reading output.txt, but you know what, damn it, I'm going to do it like this, because I feel like it. Well, does it take more time to properly process? Probably. Has it hindered me yet? Maybe. But not enough for me to notice. Other sections of the code have, but I digress. Got my bleeping audio sound here, here, the output. I'm just basically copying and pasting the original name, and just slapping it to at the end. Same file extension here is what this is. So if it's an MOV, it'll be an MOV. If it's an MP4, it'll be an MP4, etc. And what this does is that if the text file is empty, or sorry, if the, I'm sorry, I'm a goober. This is find cursing lines. Find cursing lines is in the file find cursing. And what this file does is, you're going to see the swear words now. Prepare your virgin eyes. Oh no! God, no! Ah! Yes, these had to be tested and were put in there because my friends don't have the cleanest mouths. But it runs this program, and it literally just flips through the entire output.txt file and looks for these words. And if it finds it, it gets the start time, gets the end time, and then it appends it and leaves. And returns that array of start end. Basically, it looks like this. It would say like start dash number, end dash number, and those numbers are in seconds, as floats, and then have the swear word. I don't technically need that swear word in there, but it helps me identify what it detected when I'm reading terminal. And I can disable all that later on if need be, and as in, I can remove that word in addition to make it not print a terminal, but anyways. Like I said, the output of me finding every single curse word from the text file is stored into info. So like I said, I'm printing out the entire information. And if no swear words were detected, then the array will never be appended, meaning that there's no point in running the program any further. So it handles that. Otherwise, it's going to go to overlay sound because I need to bleep myself. when I swear. So we go here and we load up the video file, and we from there strip the audio from the video file, and I get the current file directory because this is finicky basically of how this works. There's probably a better way to do this in terms of getting file directories and stuff. However, this is what's worked for me. If it breaks, then someone please fix it. But from there, it's basically I now know the file directory and exactly where the audio bleeping is because I have it stored in this dependencies folder, and this second run transcript.tobleeps is also stored in the same folder. So from there, here's my time filter. Basically every time that I read start dash, so like I said, when you get the start time, I'll detect start dash, and I will store that information into, hold on. Okay, basically this captures the start time, and this wipes out the second time, just cause. Um, and if basically in that whole array, if the next thing detects an n dash, then that basically is its prompt to say, hey, I know the start and end time of a swear word, so I'm gonna do something about it. And so from there, it stores its stuff like it did before, and it'll just print it out for some reason. Oh, it prints out the start and end times of a swear word. That's also helpful for debugging because then I can figure out where a word was said via terminal, and from there I can go to the video and see if it actually bleeped it out. And every single time that a word has been detected, it seems like it bleeps it out. But again, still developing. This is staying here for now. And again, for debugging purposes. Like I said, start time, end time, because of where it stored these numbers. And this is taking a subclip of basically the dawn of time of this audio clip, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it basically does the time difference between the two, um, and this audio array. I'm thinking, hold on, give me a moment. My brain is processing. Dumb it down for myself. Basically, this takes a little audio bite of where the swearing was. This basically is like, hey, here's the start time of right before you sweared. Here's me bleeping myself for that time. Here is, the thing of good, basically the rest of the audio clip after I swore. And from there, it concatenates and adds them all together, and the audio gets concatenated. Now, I gotta say that this whole process, very fast. Um, Actually stitching it to the video and everything, so these, not so fast. So this is when the audio gets stitched to the video. This is when the video actually gets written down and stored onto your computer instead of just, you know, somewhere in RAM. So to dumb it down, let me go all the way back. Uh Anyways, my roommate came in, being himself. Oh no, cringe. Nom, 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 nom. Soul. My brain's dying. Basically, I need to stop explaining and start typing. I need to, and I had it figured out before I started explaining, but now I've confused myself and delayed my understanding of my own program. So I forgot it. But I basically need to start inserting in threading shenanigans. So I need to first, according to this diagram, split the video, basically chop the audio from the video. Already doing that. Thanks, Victor. And then I need to break it down into subsections. I have already kind of done that, I think. I need to double check. Give me a minute. You got split audio here. Right now, this is my demo file, which is up here, which I copy and paste in here as need be. Of course, the actual proper video file would be slapped in here. I don't know if I need this chunk of this program. It's probably copy pasta. But I digress. And technically, I could also just do this string and then just do the last 3 characters of it and put it here, but don't care right now. It gets the length of the audio, so length of the video, audio, and it prints it out for me because I was debugging. And like I said before, in this case, I'm going to be hard coding in 10 divisions for it, the program. So if I have a 1 minute long clip, 60 seconds, it'll be about 6 seconds per chunk. And this is just me doing the math for each subsection. So my counter knows how many seconds to increment each time. And this is just me reporting that information to myself for debugging. And because everything is in milliseconds, I have to do this. Multiply it by 1,000. So while the counter is less than the song duration, so in this case, audio duration, so the audio clip, it needs to print out the basically the start time and the end time of the audio clip that's about to make. This is going to be a temporary audio hold where it, well, gets a sub clip of the start time and end time of the audio clip, so the main one, and this basically stores it, this sub clip. This increments the counter, this increments the index, so that I can keep storing the audio just and not have things override themselves. So if, to dumb it down, to make myself shut up, I'll just demonstrate it to you. People love that. So, like I said, this program should, since I defined it in here, where it is a split audio, there you are. Like I said, this should generate 10 subsection divisions, so 10 audio clips that are about, since I know from looking at this, the length of the video is about a minute. I should have 60 seconds divided by 10, 6. So each audio chunk should be about 6 seconds. This is just debugging information for myself and proving that, hey, it works. So it should print out the start time and the end time of each chunk of what it actually is, and I could name that as the audio clip. I don't really care. But basically, because of this index here, it's going to allow me to figure out the order of each audio clip from the whole video. So without further ado, let's do Python 3 and split. So this will generate 10 files that are 6 seconds long. I forgot. I got to turn this on. And I'm going to comment this out. Hold on. I need to comment out And let's get the name of this. Basically, I just want it to generate the audio file for me and strip it for me. So it says removing alt audio file, but I told it not to. So it's just gonna hold there for a few seconds and stop. So normally, I guess it would stop here. So that's a good indicator for me to do this. What do you want to call it? This is a good note for myself because I will be transcribing from there. Okay, cool. So this is the default clip just for you to hear it with me swearing. 3 curse words total. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I need to turn on my desktop audio. That would help. It's right here. It's right here.
Stop. Okay.
Okay, I'm stepping out since I have all this shit. Back in, back in, back in, back in, back in! Oh, you fucking died.
Watch out.
Hide your metal shit. And it's silent for the rest of the clip. So, that is what you should hear when I start subdividing things. So, now let's run, actually, hold on. So this should now make the 6, 10 audio clips. Ta-da! 10 audio clips. Magic. So, like I said, increments. Hey.
You want pizza? Oh, he says.
Bruno was asking me what I want, if I wanted pizza. Well, his girlfriend was asking on his behalf, but anyways. But yeah, there's my 10 audio clips. So,
You owe me $8 now.
okay. My wallet's somewhere. Give me a second. But there's for seconds. It's right here. It's right here.
Stop. Okay.
Okay, I'm stepping out. So the next clip should have me swearing, since I have all this shit. Back in, back in, back in, back in, back in! And it's silent for a while. Let's just skip to 5. I assume I talk here. Oh, you fucking died.
Watch out.
Hide your metal shit. So part of that word was a little bit cut off. Right there. But most of the word was heard, so it'd probably be fine capturing it. Send me a slice. A PNG will do. Give me a second, I need to check something. Okay, cool. Let's show what screen Discord would pop up on. What? What the heck? Okay. I'll find my wallet here in a minute, but yeah, that's how it works. Is that it breaks it up into these subclips. So, other than the green section that I showed here, I have this done. And since it already ran it through the mono filter, great. So what I need to do now is have all of these be transcribed into, well, just transcribe them. So theoretically, uh, thread outputs, no, split audio. Is that technically speaking? What I can do here is I can do what I'll do is at the end of this I will print it. So with that in mind, let's delete all these audio clips. Let's keep the original because I'll need it. And split audio. Okay, yeah, so it stored all of this information here. That's exactly what I need. I'll eat the penguin too. Oh no. That's the gift that I sent him for context. Yeah, okay. Some extra protein on the pizza. Um, uh, I don't care about those two. To, uh, get push. Oops. Yeah. It's probably what it probably doesn't like is it probably doesn't like probably the audio clip, honestly. Um, or the video. Either way, it doesn't. I don't think it matters too much. Plus this only happened when I started. Like I said, if you look at what actually changed in here, is that I added these two and then edited these two. So yeah, don't really care. At the moment, and it didn't throw an error, so let's make myself feel better. Yeah, okay, cool. Um, so yeah, it splits up the audio accordingly here. And so if I do split, uh, Let's just scoop and tab and do let's do a pound here. Check something. Okay, cool. Works just fine. Let me verify bait listening. It's right here. It's right here. Cool. So in that case, let's delete all of you. Thank you, sweet cheeks. I can disable you. Boom. So I should now have split audio at the ready. I get file name from here, so I'm gonna get this extension. And whenever I run video to mono, I'm assuming it just, yeah, okay, it forces it to be a WAV file. If that's the case, then I need to do len of file name minus 3 or 4? 4. Well, I guess I could take, you know what? Give me that. What's the name of the audio file again? It's, okay. So I need to delete that too. So if I run and I have her name of the file. Shit. Okay, well that's my fault. Great. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. So now that I run this file, it automatically does... It does this whole process now for me. So that's great. So boom, boom, boom. So now I need to transcribe. That's to get status. Oh, go away. Praying I don't delete that. Get status. Get add. I don't even know what this pi cache is for the context. backed up. Cool. Let's verify everything's fine. Everything is fine. Cool. Now that splits the audio from transcript. Oh, I'm kind of goofy. I could have probably copied. No, yeah, I could have just copied that. Okay. Mamma mia. Okay, so I gotta look at the threading shenanigans. So, not gonna lie, feeling a little intimidated. Because I can't fully remember what's up. um, whenever it's split audio, can I pass that value? Uh, yeah, I can. So I do split audio here. Cool. Okay, now that I know it will determine the number of threads. Mamma mia. Guess it should anyways. Let's rerun that to make myself feel better. About my program. I think explodes it needs to be now, and it waits like 5 seconds or whatever. Cool. Okay, so for context, try to make it 10th clip here. Well, I guess 11th, and it's just 0. So it's kind of amusing. It's a trash clip, but it doesn't play anything. Go to the 9th one. There's your final 6 seconds of the audio. I just now noticed that. So where's my split audio? Let me try that. Get a proper file copy of the name. Okay, it stops at 9 now. Okay, fix the problem. Just little toggling shenanigans. Yeah. Let's save some storage while you're at it. Jeez, brother. Technically I don't need to generate those 3 clips, as far as I can tell. For the AI, I don't know. For transcripting, okay, it uses a different. It doesn't use movie pi or pi something or whatever. It doesn't use my normal audio shenanigans to do stuff. So I think that's why I had to save it as a file. Anyways, um, so if I'm going to thread. Okay. Just want to back that up, cause, and I know I don't technically use get right, but dadgummit, when I break something and it's terrible, I can revert back to the most stable save, and I'd rather save too much than not enough. Okay, anyways, um, okay. So I don't need to find cursing right now. I need to find some Jesus. He's cool like that. So right now I'm doing foobar shenanigans. Um, Does the program return anything? It returns an audio buffer. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Let me just verify that my changes are fine. Okay, I was really just wanting to weed out any other print statements I might have missed. Could have just done Control F print, but that's cringe. Okay, so what can I do now? Let's see here. I can. So it is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just really afraid to start stitching with threads, basically. And screw it, dude. We have plenty of backup shenanigans going on here, so it's fine. I'll have to move all these imports elsewhere later. Oops. I'm not sure about that. No problems. Cool. I like no problems. No problems are good. Okay. Uh, Okay. Shit. Um. Okay. In that case, instead of returning the audio file, what I can do is I can, that should work. Here, let me do this. Um, yeah. Mhm. What I'm going to do here is see if I have now stored the proper name of each audio file into the array when it's passed. Okay, I have. Sheesh. Okay, cool. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, now that that's backed up, cool beanos, Latinos. Alright, I'm gonna start playing music. And if it gets copy striked or whatever, sorry. Cool. Okay. Now I'll actually get to my stuff. Hi there. No, I don't need help. Okay. I was looking at a UI shenanigans for the stream. Okay, so I got my divisions now. Let's Control A. Good. Yes. Okay, this is not going to work the way I want it to, but... Crap. For the record, I'm not listening to any of the words, so if that was sus, it sounded like there's a few in there. Sorry. I did. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, transcript file. I should have multiple output.txt files. So theoretically, and this is probably gonna explode, theoretically, here in a minute, this should generate multiple text files at the same time. And then, well, either that or it'll attempt to splice, the array. God help us all. We'll do the transcript and then the filter. I think I messed something up, but we'll see here in a minute. Oh god, what have I done? Oh god. Help us. That's what it says when it's, towards the end / doing its thing, but yeah. My whole entire, all of my RAM's being used right now. Where's the rest of them? My audio's lagging. Oh my gosh, my audio's cutting out. I might have to limit it to 4 slices. Something finished. Cause, okay, output 4 is done apparently. Looks like another process is coming down. That's crazy. I forget that transcribing can take up to 8 gigs for the big one. At least that's what I clocked for the big one, yeah. So I didn't think about it for this. So oops. This is kind of scaring me. This is where we're at now. GPU usage is still high. So I have a question. Since they're threads, if I force stop this program if possible, will it kill the threads or will it still finish out its process? And output 4 is frickin' empty. This is the audio file. Okay, to be fair, there was nothing in clip 4. That's fair. I'll give him that. There's nothing there. This is the original, which it should be used at all. I'll give it that. There's no words in that audio file. It's pretty quiet. But like, what the fudge? No, just sitting idle at usage. My CPU usage is still freaking high. 68% of it's being used by VS Code. Yeah, I can't control C to stop the process. Crap. This is just minute long. This is a lot longer. I don't know if that'll actually do anything. Okay, it severely dropped my usage here. Yeah, okay. Chimney Christmas, okay. Let's do 3! Okay, if that's the case, let's delete all of these temp audios. And delete this text file. New terminal. Python 3. Oh, good God, why is caps locked? Python. Oh, no. Start. Yeah. And then audio file name, or video file name. Generate the audio file like you do. It's made 3 audio files here. Okay, got my 3 here. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is faster to do it like this, or basically, if this isn't faster than me just doing the direct path of just doing the whole damn audio clip, then it's not worth it. My math is right, these should be like 20-second audio clips. Hello? Dipshit. That might be what's taking so long. It has to load the trained model. Oh, there it goes. Done. Because it takes 5 seconds. Okay, how long did that take? Good God. Let me check the stream. Good night. Mute myself. Okay, so it looks like I started that around the 2-minute and 24 mark. Yep, pen and paper action. Well, at least from with reference to what I'm checking right now. And it stopped. Seriously? 120. Okay, you know, in retrospect, I realize now that, me is goofy. Let me just do a stopwatch. Because that minute 20 was what it normally took, how long it took to run. Crap. So I should delete you. I'm pretending this is from scratch. Hold on. Okay, that's how long the program takes. Give me a second. Like 2 minutes. Okay, so that 120 was for the entire process for that 1-minute and 20-second video. Don't know why that's red. Like I said, if the net is felt a lot longer than it should have. I might make 2 versions based on video length. as in using the old method of just doing the psh, and then this, if it is indeed faster. Because I know it can be a killer on your RAM. Yeah, see, Python is being up quite a bit. That's because it's loading these models. I feel dumb now. I didn't think about it. And it's not surpassed the linear run. Crap. It works though. I'll give myself that much and a pat on the back for that. And then I would just stitch all that together with the other program I wrote, but dang. I'll call it there. So it was another additional 20 seconds slower. Well, my philosophy is that if it's a minute long clip and it only, as long as like the 20-minute video has exceptional gains of like maybe like, because if it's 20-minute video, it could take up to 30 minutes to process. If it takes less than that 30 minutes, then that's great. So I'll call it there, and I'll come back and work on this after I eat dinner. So if you enjoyed, like and subscribe or follow, and yeah, I'll see